Hello everyone, I'm Alex and I work at Rangate. Today we're going to show you how to safely and properly change out the knives on our adjustable groovers. Today we're working with a 15 to 30 millimeter groover. Before we begin, let's go over the tools we need to do this right. First of all, you can see we've placed the tool on a rubber mat. Carbide knives can be damaged by hitting a hard surface like the shaper table, so this mat protects the tool as well as the table. Make sure you place it on a very stable, even surface. We've got a T20 wrench here. It's going to apply the right amount of torque to the screws where they're not over tight or loose. And you can see that we've got a Torx bit slotted in it, and that's going to go with the screws that we're changing out here. I've got a soft bristle brush here that we're going to clean out the tool, the knives, and the wedges with. If you're working near an airline, you can blow out the cutters as well with compressed air. I'm going to go ahead and put on a pair of these cut-resistant gloves here to stay safe while I change these knives out. You should be sure to wear a pair at any time you handle your cutters. And before working, I'm going to separate these tool elements to keep everything stable. Let's look at the tool drawings for this cutter. You can see the element number on the top here and read it etched on the tool. We can find that element number on the spare parts guide below and find the knife numbers and quantities here. This number here corresponds with the spur knife we see on top. Let's change this out first. I'm keeping the wrench at 90 degrees while backing off the screw, and I'm just going to slowly move it out. Now I'm going to clean out the pocket before replacing the knife. Be sure to use the brush to get out all the sawdust and dirt in the housing before tightening it back up. We're going to give the knife a brush as well to get rid of any debris and dirt on it. So this spur knife can be rotated to use each cutting edge before being replaced. So today we're rotating to a fresh edge rather than just replacing the knife. And you can see this dot mark on the knife. We're going to use this as a reference point in our rotation, moving it 1 over. As I'm tightening this down, all I need to do is keep the wrench at a nice 90 degrees and just slowly tighten it down. And this cutter has a Logifix system that's going to position the knife into the right position on the cutter. Once it's close, I'm just going to apply some firm downward pressure to the tool body and turn until I hear the wrench make the click. Now that we've changed out this spur knife, let's go back to the tool drawings to see how to change out the straight knife on the cutter. So looking at the spare parts guide again, we can see the number of the knife as well as its position on the cutter on the drawing. To change out these straight knives, we're going to use this Allen wrench, which is supplied with the cutter. And you can see here that the screw is mounted in the rear of the cutter, and that's so it doesn't fill up with debris and chip as the cutter turns. I'm just going to turn this screw, backing it out slowly, but not taking it all the way, just loose enough so I can remove the knife and the wedge together. I'm going to brush out this pocket. I'm also going to give a good brush to the wedge. And because the knife is reversible, I'm going to brush this off before flipping it as well. So you can see here that this straight knife is double-sided, so I'm going to flip it from head to foot before placing it back on the wedge. Before I tighten this down, I'm going to verify that the knife is positioned the correct way with the flat end against the wedge. The Logifix system on this cutter means that I don't need to use a knife gauge to tighten this down. I'm just going to slowly turn it and allow the system to position the knife on the cutter. Perfect. Thanks for watching. We're going to be doing videos for all of our standard cutters like this, so check them out the next time you swap out inserts. And leave us a comment if you enjoyed it or if there's something you'd like to see for next time.